So we save the digital copy at that point, but any of the older programs have not been digitized. All our old journals and those kinds of things have not been digitized, but as you might imagine, the folks that have been doing that aren't willing to do our programs, and it's an expensive thing to do. So I want to encourage anybody that has stuff that's national, don't throw away the copies, send it to us, and we'll send it to our archives in Utah.
Yeah.
So they will archive it for us. So if national minutes, those kinds of things. If it's local oriented, Utah is unlikely to be interested in it. But if it is national oriented, minutes from meetings and stuff like that, they will archive it for us and they will digitize it for us eventually. It takes them a while to do it.
When did we start archiving stuff in Utah?
NCA's archives have always been in Utah.
So could there be old stuff in Utah?
There may be.
In the fire?
There may be.
How do I contact them?
Please talk to Trevor Perry Giles. He's the one most familiar with the archives and has visited them, so he can tell you.
Is it like is it in a secure
yes.
underground tunnel or something like that?
It's in a bunker, absolutely protected from you.
Okay.
Library.
Okay. Other questions or comments or thoughts?
Well, I have a comment. I was not an undergraduate member of LPH because I was not a communication major. So when I discovered communication late, and when I did get to Texas State, I was very excited about helping to found the Delta Beta chapter at Texas State. And working with Lambda Pi Eta, I think it really, in spirit and in practice, it combines all of the things that you've talked about. So Lori, it combines that that social element and that visibility. It's just students know about it, students in our department and students in the campus, and they notice when stuff's happening, and they notice the signs and the bulletin boards and all that. So it's a really great thing. That was a great brainstorm that you had. It also celebrates intellectual and academic achievement, which I also really appreciate. So as a rhetorical scholar, I'm just so glad that those letters are Lambda Pi Eta, that we do talk about logos, pathos, and ethos, because regardless of what students do in terms of their research, or if they go out and apply their communication skills in other realms, you always need to come back to that. So Lambda Pi Eta has been an enduring way, I think, in our department, and Dr. Fox is doing a brilliant job now advising it, and it's a very vibrant chapter in our university, and it's just nice to have that as a place, as a space to celebrate those things, and to show students that it's these are things that we really need to honor.
Do you remember how many people were in the first class?
We were estimating about 30 today, I believe.
Do you know? So I imagine that the national office would not have any records of anybody who was inducted prior to it becoming the official or the affiliate of
True. True.
So you all pretty much made up your own certificates and everything like that. That's as you mentioned. I think I have one of those made certificates. When did the national office start doing all the induction materials?
I really don't know. It was certainly before I started working for NCA.
So curious. Because now, I mean, I always, when I induct my students, I always show, you look at what we frame it and everything like that. Look at what you get now, you get a pen and stuff like that. And then I show the one that I got in Arkansas. And I said, look at this piece of shit that I got. You're $30 or whatever, and buying a lot. Yeah.
You are being recorded, you know.
We might have to edit.
Piece of parchment. Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming. If there's no other questions, we can continue the conversation. As the reimagining of history is a constant conversation. But I'm honored to be up here with you all, and I'm particularly proud that Lori was able to join us.
Thank you.
Because after all, if you enjoy NCA, come back every year. Next year is the 100th anniversary of NCA. And then we also invite you and everybody to the 100th anniversary of Lambda Pi Eta coming up in 2 weeks.
May I make a suggestion? May I make a suggestion to the panel? The Concurrence editor has a call out for micro histories
Right.
of organizations, and I would, if you could, and it's a short blurb, but if you could, look at this recording and such, and maybe scan one of the newsletters from one of the original chapters, and do something for Concurrence about Lambda Pi Eta, I think that would be wonderful.
Pat's in charge of that, right?
Right.
Yeah, I believe so.
Audrey Allison and I are writing microhistory for the double issue that Pat Kirby's producing.
Okay.
And I've talked to him about it yesterday, and he's looking forward to it. So I was going to ask you, can I get a scanned copy of your parchment?
Well, I don't have it with me. I
No, but I'll also email you for stuff like that.
Sure,
and then
yeah,
you
sure,
can
absolutely,
stuff for it.
absolutely.
It's
So
great
there's
to meet you
two,
guys.
if I get this right, you're already doing one for Pat, what Pat Garrity's doing.
Yeah, he's going to have what is it, journal communication? It's the 100th anniversary. He thinks it's going to be a double journal now. It's microhistories of all these various units. There's a book that's already coming out, and Audrey had submitted a proposal to that, but it didn't get into that one. But that's already in press, so.
Okay. And are you talking about the same thing then, Brad, or is it something that's different?
It's a little different. Concurrence is looking for something a little bit different, but that's a good thing as well. Concurrence is going to be smaller and more accessible kind of thing, and sort of marketed towards a broader audience, and it's all digital.
Okay. Okay. So, but you're doing one Pat. So
I'm on with Pat Kirk. He's the editor of that.
Right.
And Audrey and I did one for Simply Speaking after that 5 years out.
That's right. That's right. Let me go back to that as well. Cool, thank you very much, that's an excellent suggestion. And thank you again for coming and enjoy the rest of your panel, or rest of your convention. I was going to see what the score of the Arkansas game is.
I had ESPN up, I was checking Penn State's score, so.
Thank you all so much for coming.